Beneath the shining thrones of Mount Olympus lies a world of shadows, secrets untold, betrayals unseen, and darkness the gods would rather you forget. Sure, Zeus's thunderous reign and Hercules' heroic feats are legendary, but what about the lies, curses, and chaos they left in their wake? That's where things get really interesting. Welcome to Mythic Lounge. If you're ready to dig into the myths they don't want you to know, you're in the right place. Hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell, because once you step into the shadows, there's no turning back. Now let's journey into the heart of the dark secrets of Greek mythology. In Greek mythology, everything begins with chaos. Imagine a vast, empty void where confusion and disorder reign supreme. This isn't just an empty space. It's a powerful force that sets the stage for the universe. From this chaotic swirl, the first gods come into existence, each with their own role in shaping the cosmos. Chaos isn't just about being empty. It's full of potential and the power to both create and destroy. From chaos, we get Nyx, who represents night. She's all about shadows and mystery, bringing a sense of the unknown to the universe. Alongside her is Erebus, the god of darkness, who brings out the hidden and obscure elements. Together, they show us that the universe's beginnings weren't all about light and peace. They were filled with darker, more mysterious forces. These early gods, born from chaos, set the groundwork for everything that happens next. They influence the birth of other gods and the stories we know from Greek mythology. Chaos is where it all starts, giving rise to a world filled with both light and shadow. Now that we understand chaos and its role, let's dive into one of the darkest characters in Greek mythology. Let's dive into the tragic story of Oedipus, one of the most well-known tales in Greek mythology. It all starts with a chilling prophecy. Before Oedipus was born, it was foretold that he would kill his father and marry his mother. To avoid this fate, his parents, King Laius and Queen Jocasta of Thebes, decided to abandon him as a baby. They hoped that by leaving him to die, they could escape the curse. However, fate had other plans. Oedipus was found and raised by the king and queen of Corinth, unaware of his true heritage. As he grew up, Oedipus learned of the prophecy himself, and believing his adoptive parents were his real parents, left Corinth to protect them. But on his journey, he unknowingly encountered and killed a man who was, in fact, his biological father, King Laius. Later, as he reached Thebes, Oedipus solved the riddle of the Sphinx, freeing the city from its curse. In gratitude, the people made him their king, and he married the widowed queen, Jocasta, his biological mother. The prophecy had come true, and Oedipus was none the wiser until much later, when the truth was revealed, leading to Jocasta's suicide and Oedipus blinding himself in despair. This tale of Oedipus is soaked in tragic irony. It highlights the Greek fascination with fate and destiny, and how no matter how much one tries to avoid it, fate finds a way. The story underscores the belief that dark events are often inevitable and beyond human control. Culturally, the myth of Oedipus has had a significant impact, even influencing psychology. Sigmund Freud named the Oedipus complex after this myth, a theory suggesting a child's subconscious attraction to the opposite-sex parent. It's a testament to how these ancient stories continue to shape modern thinking. Let's take a closer look at Zeus, the king of the gods in Greek mythology. Often viewed as a mighty protector and ruler, Zeus was worshipped for his strength and leadership. He held the power of the thunderbolt, and his decisions shaped the lives of gods and humans alike. But behind this grand image, Zeus had a darker side that isn't always talked about. Despite his status, Zeus was infamous for his numerous affairs. He often engaged in forced encounters with goddesses, mortals, and even animals. His actions were not always honorable, as he frequently resorted to deception to get what he wanted. Zeus was known for tricking and manipulating those around him, using his ability to change forms to achieve his desires. One of the most famous examples of Zeus's trickery is when he transforms into a swan to seduce Leda, a mortal queen. In another tale, he became a bull to win over Europa, carrying her away to a distant land. These stories show how Zeus used his powers to manipulate situations for his personal gain, often with little regard for the consequences. Zeus's darker actions often led to significant repercussions, affecting not only those involved but the world at large. His behavior contributed to a long list of myths filled with betrayal and suffering. These actions ripple through time, leaving marks on the stories of Greek mythology. Pandora, the first woman crafted by the gods, was endowed with beauty and curiosity. Her story begins with a forbidden box, a mysterious object she was warned not to open. However, curiosity got the best of her, which led her to lift the lid and unleash a torrent of evils into the world. This moment marked the release of disease, death, and endless suffering, casting a shadow over humanity. The myth of Pandora serves as a powerful commentary on the human condition, illustrating how curiosity can lead to unforeseen consequences and widespread trouble. Pandora's story is rich with symbolism, highlighting themes of temptation and the spread of evil. It mirrors the timeless struggle between the allure of the unknown and the potential dangers hidden within. Her tale warns of the risks that come with unchecked curiosity, showing how one action can have far-reaching impacts. Let's jump into the Greek underworld, a mysterious realm ruled by the god Hades. This place is deeply tied to the concept of death and serves as the final resting spot for souls. It's not just a place of rest, though. The underworld holds dark secrets, especially for those who dared to anger the gods. Take the story of Sisyphus, a cunning king who tricked the gods and found himself condemned to an endless punishment. He's forced to push a giant boulder up a hill which rolls back down every time he nears the top. Then there's Tantalus, who dared to test the gods. He was placed in a pool with water and fruit that receded whenever he reached for them, forever starving and thirsty. These tales are more than just stories. They reveal a lot about how the ancient Greeks viewed justice and punishment. The underworld was not just a place where souls went after death, but a realm where justice was served. The punishments were tailored to fit the crime, showing that the gods had their own sense of balance and order. There are many other tales of torment in the underworld, each with its own lessons and warnings. They serve as a reminder to be mindful of our actions and the consequences they may bring. Greek mythology isn't just about heroes and happy endings. It's filled with dark tales that offer powerful lessons about power, fate, and the consequences of human actions. These stories show us the complexity of ancient beliefs and how they reflect on life's challenges. If you enjoyed learning about these tales, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into the mythologies of the world. Like this video, share it with your friends, and leave a comment about which dark myth you found the most interesting. Remember, in the end, every myth has its shadows like a 5 o'clock beard. Thanks for watching.